Fujitora did reveal in the Dressrosa arc that he wants to abolish the Shichibukai system. He doesn't think that it is right that innocent people are paying the price just so the world government can have more forces in their ranks. Smoker told Fujitora what had happened in Alabasta, and he did witness himself what did happen in Dressrosa. And that's why he went to the Reverie. He wants to get the support of other countries to help his case against the Shichibukai system. Right before the Reverie was about to start, Fujitora did call both kings of Dressrosa and Alabasta. I think he will use their stories to convince other kings to support his case, and say to them, what did happen to Dressrosa and Alabasta could happen to your countries as well. After hearing what did happen to these two countries straight from the mouth of their kings, I don't think any king there would be against Fujitora's idea to abolish the Shichibukai system because they would be afraid that they could be next. But with that being said, do I think that the Shichibukai system has been abolished? No, not yet. Because I don't think anyone in the Reverie has the power to do that. The decision lies with the Gorosei. They are the ones who decide whether to abolish the Shichibukai system or not. Now if you look at this from the writer's perspective, I think it is very likely that the Shichibukai system will be abolished, because they have served their purpose in the story. Now that the Straw Hats are dealing with the Yonkos, their role has diminished a lot. Usually a Shichibukai has under his control only one island, but the Yonkos have many islands. Just Big Mom could have around 50 islands under her control. She has 34 islands in Totland and other islands like Fishman Island. Does this mean that the characters who are Shichibukais will not have a role to play in the story anymore? No, I don't think so. I am only saying that the Shichibukai as a position in the story has no role, since now the Straw Hats are dealing with the Yonkos. And one of the reasons why I think so is that Oda wants to use those characters in the story going forward. And with the Shichibukai system gone, this way now they are more flexible. Oda can use them in any way he sees fit. Like for example, Kuma did go against the world government's orders and did help the Straw Hats. And the reason for that was that he is a revolutionary and he is helping the son of his leader. But now they can do what they want, help the Straw Hats or fight them. One of the reasons why I think the Shichibukai system will get abolished is based on what Mihawk said. When Perona said that I want to go and find Moria now that I know he's alive, Mihawk said, leaving now is probably for the best though. An interesting topic was brought up at the Reverie. We should separate this sentence into two parts. When Mihawk said that an interesting topic was brought up at the Reverie, I think he's talking about the abolishment of the Shichibukai system. Mihawk usually doesn't find anything interesting. I think the reason why he said that is due to him being involved. Because if Fujitora is successful, then his life will change drastically. And if you are wondering how drastically, well, to the point that he is saying to Perona, it is better that you don't stay here. I think he said that because if the Shichibukai system will get abolished, then his island will become a war zone. Mihawk is the best swordsman in the world, and I think there are very few people in the world that would want to fight him. But an army is a different thing. Even for him it would be a problem. Think about all the people that Mihawk has defeated, or destroyed their plans and stuff like that. And because of that, there are a lot of people that they hate Mihawk, and they want to get revenge but could not. Because they are not strong enough alone and afraid of the world government. But now that he is not affiliated with the world government anymore, their path is clear. When Luffy and Law did take down Doflamingo, and thus the weapon trade was destroyed, and a lot of people who were dependent on those weapons to continue fighting their wars, they did join forces and they went after Luffy and Law. But Fujitora was the one who did stop them. The same thing could happen to Mihawk as well. I don't think anyone would challenge Mihawk alone. But since they have a common enemy, then they might join forces and create an army. Mihawk is strong, but he is human, so he has limits. The other interesting thing is that what Law said to Doflamingo. One of the reasons why he wanted for Doflamingo to give up his position as a Shichibukai was that an admiral will go after him. So based on what Law said, Mihawk and the other Shichibukais will have to look out for the Marines as well from that point on. And I think the world government will not consider the former Shichibukais as just pirates. Since they did work for them, they know how the Marines operate and their systems and weapons and stuff like that. It could also be that they know important information that could be very damaging to the Marines and the world government. When they did decide that they don't want Moria as one of the Shichibukais, they did not just cut ties with him, but they did want him dead. So that's why Mihawk said that it would be for the best for Perona to leave. Because this island could become a war zone. Whether pirates will come after him or other strong people that he did fight in the past, or the Marines led by an admiral. One way or the other, things are not looking good for Mihawk. One thing is certain, he will not be bored anymore, and that's why I did find the topic of abolishing the Shichibukai system interesting. So we will get to see an epic war in Mihawk's island where he will fight an army. Probably not, because Oda is busy with other stuff that are more epic than that. And due to that, I think if the Shichibukai system will get abolished, then Mihawk will solve this problem in a more simple way. He will put his island under Shanks' protection, or he will go and stay with him for a while as a guest. We know for sure that Luffy and Shanks will meet as they did promise to each other, but how will Zoro meet Mihawk? So, by doing that, Oda is killing two birds with one stone. Luffy will test his power against Shanks and prove to him that now he's a great pirate, and Zoro will fight Mihawk. Both fights could end up in a draw, or this could be the time when the new generation surpasses the old one. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you agree or disagree, or do you have something else to add? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, like and share if you like this video, subscribe for more One Piece videos, and see you in the next video.